Gen Con 2024, and I'm here with Bernie from Dead Alive Games, and we're going to preview Lunar Rush. So tell me, what kind of a person would enjoy this game?
For Lunar Rush, I would say if you like Euros a lot, if you like Euros that have unique mechanics, that things you've never seen before, if you like space, I think this is a great one. And the theme is very on point.
Let's go to the mechanism for a minute.
Yeah.
What is the unique mechanism that the game uses?
The unique mechanism of this thing is a time management aspect, where the more you can plan a turn or two ahead, the more stuff you get.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where I think the only place I personally ever seen it was Tzolk'in, where if you could wait for the meeples to spin a little longer, they just get better. This is it's similar, but in a different way.
And in this one, you have to spend victory points in order to gain initiative. Is that right?
Yes, you have to spend victory points to gain initiative, and the reason why you want initiative is you want to choose the best route. So if you want all your stuff this turn, you get only 2 things. If you're willing to wait 1 turn, 5. If you're willing to wait 2 turns, 9.
I think there's a psychological game where they put a jelly bean, and if you eat it right away, and then eventually you get like 20 jelly beans. So this is that game.
This is that game. If you're willing to wait, you get like so much more stuff. But you got to figure out, once it moves, unlike Tzolk'in, you can't just pick it off and like, okay, I need it now. I'm not going to wait any longer. Here, once the ship blasts off, it's somewhere in space. You have to wait until it arrives.
And this came out at Gen Con last year.
This was at Gen Con last year.
Awesome. And this year's feature is Cyber Pets. We'll link to that video now as well. That's awesome. Anything else you want to tell people about this game?
I would say this game, it plays really fast. It's simultaneous play.
I love simultaneous play.
75% of the game is pretty much all at the same time. So you can play a 4-player game in an hour 15 minutes.
Okay.
There are a lot of really cool twists to mechanics. For example, the moon base phase, which is kind of where you're doing worker placement and engine building. Instead of, sometimes you have a building phase and a produce phase and all that. No, you figure out what order you want to do it. So we could have exact same starting points, and whoever can figure out the better, more efficient order of doing things usually wins.
So it's a strategic Euro game.
Yeah, it's a strategic Euro game that doesn't take that much time to do because you don't have to wait for anyone else.
That's awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for the introduction.
Thank you so much.
Now, don't forget to get out there, get gaming,
and be legendary.
Buy for me.